So, I mean, we're a proud nation of immigrants, but it seems like Canada here, we don't always do the best job at like recognizing international certifications and qualifications. So is that really kind of how you started this business, to recognize those trained abroad?
Absolutely, and that's our focus. It's really internationally trained dentists looking to recertify to practice in Canada. We come in and bridge that gap. Whatever skills are missing, and being able to realign them and review their knowledge and brush up on skills. By 2031, both graduate dentists and immigrant dentists will only be able to fill 77% of the market need.
Wow.
I think the last thing we want is to have first-class care, but with poor access to care. That's a big problem that we want to be a part of the solution to. Part of the challenge is that the average passing rate of the exams is more or less about 40%. It varies a bit a year to another, and one exam to another. When we prepare our dentists, we more than double their chances of passing. So it can go up to 75, 80%. And that's part of the value that we add to them, is speeding up their process, incurring less costs, and being able to practice faster.
Yeah.
It's really satisfying to be able to see those success stories.
So Dr. Marwan, we're in the mock exam center right now. Tell me a little bit about what's happening. There's a lot of drills that we're hearing.
Okay. So in 2022, the NDEB, they introduced a new change. So prior to that period, they used to examine the candidates only on the skills part, which is what you see here. So this mock exam center is divided into two parts. One part here is the clinical skills section. So as you can see, it is equipped with top-notch ADEC units. These are ADEC simulators, exactly the same simulators they use in NDEB. And this is the simulator the candidates will conduct their exam on when they go to Ottawa, to the NDEB center.
Wow.
So our trainees, after they finish the first phase and after they book their exam, we move them to this center so that they can conduct mock exams and to test their readiness to go to the exam.
What happens when people leave here? Because we're talking about earlier the need for dentists in Canada. How important, and where do people go from here?
Okay, so after they finish, we stay connected with them, because we do have a section in Prep Doctors that is dedicated to continuing education. And this is to collect their CE points after they graduate. And also, we try to help them find jobs. And we have many dentists, they actually start to go to serve the rural areas. So we actually have made some connection with offices in the rural areas that serve indigenous people, and internationally trained dentists are more than happy to actually go there and deliver the service. So it's a win-win. They train, they get integrated into the market, and then they give back to the community, and they also help in resolving one of the major problems we have in Canada, which is access to care.
You can evaluate me, okay? Ready?
As a dentist and an educator, how does it make you feel to be able to provide people with the knowledge and systems in place to allow them to practice in Canada?
Oh, actually, it's a great opportunity, because one of the satisfaction we get is to give. When you give people the opportunity, when you give them knowledge, and you see the improvement in lifestyle that they go through, because a lot of these, especially when we're dealing with internationally trained dentists, they're coming from back home. They had the prestige over there, they had the clinics, some of them are multi-clinic owners. So when you see them go through this process, and then you see them after a couple of years, they're back to where they were, it's a great feeling to actually be part of that.